After several months of trying, the Johnsons finally managed to sell Creech Manor. They'd used what little money they got from it as a down payment on another house in a town on the other side of the state. The neighborhood seemed nice enough. Everyone was friendly. They even befriended a young woman who was getting ready to go off to college. Sheila was her name, and she approached the Johnsons because she recognized them. She was a fan of the spiritual and occult and had been following their story from the beginning. She was still in school at the time and was unable to make it to their house when the first call for help went out. It seems that she was meant to stay back, though, so that she could help them now. So she worked to make friends with them and even managed to get some of Carolyn's effects. With these items, she was hoping to help the poor family get the little girl back. Little did she know the evil that was keeping her from returning. Welcome back, friends and scoundrels. I am Bran.
And I am Lynn.
And this is the final episode of the Poltergeist franchise, so hopefully we'll be able to find Caroline. No. No, I really don't. They're mean. They're terrible.
No. I'm not even going to give you that fake.
Anyways, yeah, hopefully we can get her done this time. So that way I can have some fun. Without having to come up with some goofy ass BS to correct it. Alright. I'll do some off screen writing if I have to.
Do some boring stuff.
Now I'm going to do some boring stuff. So our location is Maple Lane. Special setup. Set up the game as normal with the following changes when playing Maple Lane. There are 4 item decks for Maple Lane. Form the item decks following the normal rules, but make 4 decks of 3 cards instead. The top card of each deck is revealed as normal. There is 1 deck for each quadrant of houses. Northwest, southwest, west, northeast, and southeast. Include both convince action cards in the action tableau. That's it down here. Special rules. Street spaces. The normal and safe spaces are all considered street spaces as well as the intersection space. There are no special rules for these spaces, but some cards will refer to them. House spaces and quadrants. House spaces are a new type of space in Maple Lane location board. They are located in one of 4 quadrants: northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast, and each quadrant has 3 houses for a total of 12 houses. Those math buffs out there. Each house may be searched and counts as a search space. They're both colored orange to remind you of this. When a house is successfully searched, draw item cards from the item deck for the house's quadrant, then place an X token on that house that you searched. It may no longer be searched. When a search yields multiple items, choose which you want and place the other on top of the quadrant's item decks face up or on the bottom face down as normal. In the rare event that an item needs to be added to an item deck, but all the houses in that quadrant have been searched, i.e. every house has an X token on it, add it to the deck for the closest quadrant that hasn't been successfully searched. Since the residents of Maple Lane are so suspicious, you cannot enter an occupied house. That includes 1 or more victims in the house, using walk, sprint, or any other cards that allow movement. They will have to be convinced to let you into their house. Panicked victims and enemies are not restricted, so they may move into an occupied house freely. If the house is unoccupied, normal movement rules apply and you cannot... If a house is unoccupied, normal movement rules apply and you can enter and exit the space as normal. Convince action cards in entering occupied houses. There's a new action card called Convince, used only when playing on Maple Lane. To enter an occupied house from the adjacent street space, you must successfully convince your neighbor to let you in using a Convince action card. Convince cards can only be used to enter an occupied house. To exit a house, whether it is occupied or not, simply use the normal movement rules. Convince cards have an additional success line for when you get 3 or more successions on a horror roll. Take a look at that real quick. Alright. And Poltergeist. Special setup. Set up the game as normal with the following changes to the item deck when playing with the Poltergeist. The Carolyn and Mr. Floppy item cards will always be included in the game, but neither will ever start the game face up on an item deck. Create the item deck as follows, or using your own method as long as you ensure the previous statement is true. Take 10 of the chosen location item cards instead of the normal 12 and shuffle them, then return the unused item cards to the location box. Set aside an item card for each item deck that will be needed. Take the remaining item cards and shuffle them together with Carolyn and Mr. Floppy item cards. Deal the cards face down into equal piles and place them in their slots above the board. Take the item cards you set aside and place one face up on top of each item deck. When finished, Carolyn and Mr. Floppy should be hidden within the location's item decks. Special rules. The Poltergeist has no health and cannot be attacked, damaged, or killed. Ignore any effects that would damage the Poltergeist. Note: action cards that inflict damage may still be useful against some of the Poltergeist terror cards. Since the Poltergeist cannot be attacked, you do not win against her in the normal way. Instead, the only way to win against the Poltergeist is to find Carolyn and save her by reaching a safe space while she is with you. If the Forgetting Something Epic Dark Power card is revealed, in addition to finding and saving Carolyn, you will also have to find her stuffed friend, Mr. Floppy. Carolyn may never be discarded or removed from the game, and any game effect doing so should be ignored. However, Carolyn may get shuffled back into an item deck, which is perfectly normal. Mr. Floppy has an effect that can be used if it is discarded, but cannot be used until the dark power is revealed. Mr. Floppy can never be discarded due to a game effect before the dark power is revealed, or if the Forgetting Something Epic Dark Power card is in play. And scenario: Final Girl, Sheila. Setup: Maple Lane. Got confused. Sorry. Check my work with event card exceptions. Events: Boyfriend. Starting event: The Smallies. Maple Lane Terror cards. 4. Road closed for construction. They just got hit by a car. We are all going to die. It is too quiet. Poltergeist Terror cards. Unseen Forces. Boreal Form. The shadows are closing in ×2. Unstoppable Evil. Carolyn, where are you? Need some Scooby snacks. And I'm ashamed that it's taking me that long to make that joke.
Shame upon you.
Dark Power, set up the Dark Power cards as normal. Finale, set up the Finale card as normal. Special rules: if you find Carolyn before the Dark Power has been revealed, reveal it immediately. Starting event: Boyfriend. Place this special victim in the boyfriend's house. This is your boyfriend. If the killer would target you, the killer instead targets the boyfriend. During upkeep, move the boyfriend 2 spaces towards you. Then, if the boyfriend is in your space, -2 times. What a jerk. If the boyfriend leaves play, discard this card.
It makes sense. He's slowing him down.
He is.
But he's also there for the self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice. Oh, I missed a couple victims. I'll have to check my own work.
It was a test.
Okay. I am going to go for a walk. And we're going to move 1 space to them, and that's -1 time. And let's do another walk. We'll go ahead and pay for that with our focus and weak attack. So that gives us up to 2 spaces and minus the time. 1, 2. Get out of here, you. Alright, so minus our time. Think we're going to take the horror down, and we're going to move 1 space into this house.
It's a good call.
I think so. We're going to take a search and a convince and a close call for all 4 times. All right, killer phase. target a victim, move. So we're just going to go right here and stab one. And terror card, always. Unseen forces. If Carolyn is with you, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, your first space moved each action phase is panicked. Discard this card when you find Carolyn. I almost always get those first, except for last game. I didn't get it at all.
It's true. It's because you messed up a lot last game.
And panic. We got 1 through 3. There's only one way out, so they're just going to stay there. They're petrified with fear. Upkeep phase. No,
Gotta move the
during
boyfriend.
upkeep phase, he's going to move 2 towards me. 1, 2. And we automatically lose 2 time because he's in my space. Oh, you jerk! What are you doing? Get out of here!
It's all in your hands.
All right. My turn.
Sure.
Gonna do a search. We are in Northwest, so we take top 2 cards. Got a pitchfork and a trash can lid. I think I'm going to take the trash can lid, so that way I can protect myself from damage a little bit. And that's another search, or another time for the search. And we got to put an X there because we searched this house. Carolyn was not there. And I don't have any movement.
So you and the boyfriend just gonna hang out here?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna focus a little bit. Try to keep that not under control. Just give up the close call and short rest to change that to a success, which is -1 time, but also horror goes down. So that leaves me 2. Take a convince and a close call. Killer phase. Going to kill one of these folks. Dark power. Well, at least we didn't have to worry about that. Invisible barrier. You may not enter a safe space with Carolyn unless you have full health.
That's a fun one.
And terror card. Unstoppable evil. Roll a die. I don't like those ones. It is a 2. Take damage equal to your roll. You may defend or kill that many victims. You choose which victims. If there are not enough victims, you must take the damage. Well, that's tricky. Think I could use my trash can lid?
It said you can defend, didn't it?
Yeah. So I'm going to use my trash can lid. Picture frames are flying off the wall at me. Not today.
Not today.
All right, panic phase. See what this person does this time. 4. Staying there. Upkeep phase. Dum Dum's already here.
His parents were cruel to have named him Dum Dum.
I know. I don't know why I'm being so mean to him.
I don't know either. He's just trying to protect you.
I forgot to put these back. Oh no, I still had to convince the last time, right? Okay. So I guess we'll try to go for a walk.
intelligent have a focus?
Huh? I think I do, but too late now.
Too late now.
Do we'll just see where we end up. 4. And we're staying there. I think no. Now we'll do a focus. Try to get that third die. Use a close call. Just reroll 1. We'll use our 2 convinces. Rue it. So we moved 1. Woohoo. That was 2 time.
You moved 1 for focusing?
Oh, shoot. I thought we were. Never mind.
You're
I thought I was walking. I thought I was walking. But still a time down. That goes up, at least. I used both my convinces, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now we'll go for a walk. All right. 1, 2.
Can you bring the boyfriend with you?
I suppose I could. But I don't want to because he's still in my space. Or is that only when he enters my space?
I thought it was only when he entered your
Well, it just says, during upkeep, move boyfriend 2 spaces towards you, then if the boyfriend is in your space. Yeah, so I suppose I could take him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make him leave. I can do that, right? Yeah, I'm going to just make him leave.
That's kind of what I meant. Save your boyfriend.
We're going to take the 2 time. But we're still going to lose 1 for the walk. And so that goes away. Okay. What am I doing? All I have is a weak attack. So nothing else. Going to take a short rest. Focus. Take a close call for 1. Take a search, and I guess a freaking sprint. Oh, stupid. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. And I'm going to move here. Because I'm stupid.
I'll allow it. Just this once. This is your only cheat you're allowed this game.
Okay. So 2 left. Now I'm going to take a sprint. Phase. Killing the last of the smallies. Allegedly. And terror card. The shadows are closing in. If there are no victims on the board, discard. Otherwise, 2 horror, target move, and stab a victim. Up to target a victim. It's our movement 2. 1, 2. But nobody to stab there, so there's that at least. My turn.
Nothing to panic, nothing to upkeep.
Oh, nothing to panic, nothing to upkeep. Because I sent my boyfriend away. Because I'm a smart girl. So we're going to do a search here. We're back down to 2. I'm going to close call that. Reroll it. That's at least something. Do short rest and a weak attack. Change that. We are in what, northeast. the machete, and the lucky dice. I think I will keep the lucky dice.
This machete is useless here.
Mostly. That one's searched. And I think I'm going to stay there for now. All right. Oh, we did a search, so we used one time. So got all these back. Probably take a convince, close call, and take a distraction. All right, so killer's turn. Where do we want to go?
North.
North? North it is. One dead. 2 horror. And terror card. Road closed for construction. Place a roadblock token on the safe space closest to you. Dang it. That is one of these. Victims may not be saved at that safe space. Makes sense. Event. I was just looking at that. The Smallies. Place 2 special victims in the Smallies' house. Each time one of the Smallies is killed, +1 bloodlust. And then discard when the Smallies are no longer on the board. Must be the children we're hiding.
Well, that's dark. Or them.
What? All the kids were out and the parents were hiding? Would you rather that?
Yes, it makes more sense. Maybe they were having a party and those were their friends. They weren't Smallies at all.
Oh, maybe. That's fine. I mean, it's still dark either way, everybody.
It is.
All right, so the Smalley adults are on vacation and the kids are throwing a party. Okay.
Okay.
Panic, nobody to panic. Upkeep phase, nothing to upkeep. My turn. So, we're gonna try to walk. Or should we're gonna try for a distraction, maybe? Yeah. Stop trying to take 3.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, what?
2 successes, which is -2 horror and +2 time.
Nice.
So now we're gonna go for a walk. It's 1. Oh, so it's a 6 and a 2. But I have to panic, which I don't do. So I still lose a time. Now we're going to try to sprint. I'll do close call and a focus. Change this to a success. So move up to 2 spaces. One, 2. Then I think I'm gonna do a walk. Try to get into this place. Oh, time. And I do. It's one more time. So so that's all I'm gonna do. Take a search for 2. Close call for 1. And another sprint for 2. All right. Killer's turn. Gonna float on over here. Kill this one. Tarot card. It's too quiet. Horror up one. Target me. Move. If the killer is in the same space as you, increase horror. So we got 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Up 4. All right. Panic phase. Nobody to panic. Nothing to upkeep. And my turn. We are going to do a search. Yeah, I already got it. So northwest. I think I'll take the Bible.
It's a 2.
The Bible gives me +2 dice when resolving a convince action card. Gotta remember about my dice and stuff. I don't have a walk.
So sprint.
No, I will do. Oh. 6. Think I'm going to pay off short rest. Scan a time. Oh, right. Mark that I searched here. Okay. And I think I'm gonna end there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna take a distraction for 3. 9. And then sprint for 2. And I think I am okay. Then. So, killer's phase. We're going to target a victim. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. Because we don't know that the smallies are still there.
It's true. That house was empty last you were in.
Alright. So that way I can remember which way I'm supposed to go. Nobody died. So, terror phase. We are all going to die. So, we're going to go ahead and go in here. We're going to kill one of them. And then we're going to kill another one. Another. Oh, geez. That. Because there's 2 of them. And if no victims were killed, bloodlust up 2. But did anyways. So, yeah. Panic phase. Something to do.
Something to do.
Maybe. No.
These are stalwart people. They don't want to leave.
They do not. All right. So upkeep phase, nothing to upkeep. My turn. So we're gonna try to do a walk. And we do. 2. Woohoo. We go 1. Down. Now I think we'll do a sprint. Where do I want to go? I should probably try up here, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Maybe again. Well, let's see how many we get first, and then we'll go from there. All right, 3. So I can go 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just gonna go for the easy one. And then
Smart choice, I think.
I did not take search, so I guess I'll do a distraction. And because I have some stuff to spend, I'm gonna use a close call to reroll my 2. Good enough. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I think I'll end there. Short rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll leave that there for now. One search. Seven. Let's go ahead and take another search. 2 more. And a distraction. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we can take our short rest. All right. Killer's turn. You're dead. Oh boy. Tarot card. Carolyn, where are you? If Carolyn is not with you, discard and draw the next tarot card. Otherwise, shuffle her back in. They just got hit by a car. If there are no victims in any street space, discard and draw another tarot card. Otherwise, one victim to street space. Oh boy. The shadows are closing in. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Okay. 2 horror. Then target a victim, move, and stab. 1, 2, 3, and stab. Discard the next tarot card and take damage. Remember to do that this time. Which means we're in the finale. Let's see what we got here. She will soon be lost. Draw a tarot card. If you are unable to do so, immediately lose the game. Add 3 tarot cards to the tarot deck when this card is revealed. So that was the tarot card, right?
That was the tarot card.
Stabbed. Okay. So nothing, nobody to panic, nothing to upkeep. My turn. Gonna go ahead and do a search. We are in what, southeast?
Yep.
Come on.
What is it?
You got crucifix. Discard to ignore any horror level increase or end an enemy's movement when they're in an adjacent space. Or the fireworks. Spend 2 time to place a fireworks token in your space or adjacent space, not in a house. Whenever the killer must choose a target, they will choose the fireworks instead. Discard the fireworks token when the killer enters a space where it is located. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just a time. Let's go for a walk. Jeez. I'm gonna use that. So we will.
What are those?
Huh? Oh, sorry. 2 and a 4. Use. No. Use a weak attack. Short rest and a weak attack. Change that to a success. See if I'm leaving or not. I am not.
Bold decision.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Bold strategy. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. thinking about that earlier while I was painting Veronica today. Because I'm painting her scrubs orange. All right. So now we can do a sprint though. We're going to use our lucky dice. I didn't take my time for the walk, did I? Use events and focus. Change that so I can go 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll stop there. So use your time. Close. Take a close call for 1, and sprint for 2. And fixed turn. Draw a tarot card. If you're unable to do so, immediately lose the game. Psychic Confusion. Carolyn is with you. Discard and draw the next tarot card. Roll -1 die when resolving a search card. Prior to playing a search card, you may spend 3 time to ignore this penalty.
She doesn't do the move and stab thing?
No.
Okay.
It resets to the finale.
Right.
And then, so do I draw another tarot card?
If Caroline is with you, discard and draw the... No, because you don't have Caroline.
No. So that was the killer's movement, so that I draw another tarot card?
I don't...
Did that clown just move? The clown doll appears. You may play action cards that inflict damage if you wish. Then the clown doll is still alive. You take damage equal to the killer's attack value. You may defend as normal. If you take damage, increase bloodlust, the clown doll disappears. All right. I don't have my weak attack. Doing 3 damage. So, well, this just got hairy. I guess we're gonna take. Oh, we only have to do 1. So we're gonna defend. Is that defendable? Yeah. So take 2 damage. Bloodlust goes up. Discard the next terror card. Take a damage. Well, I've already thought of a plan for the future, so.
For a future franchise, not the future of this game, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no future for this game.
No, for the future of. Or, you mean Final Girl in general?
This turn that you're this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's the end of the killer's phase.
Nothing to panic, nothing to upkeep.
Nothing to panic, nothing to upkeep. Almost feels futile at this point. But we're going to do a search. As well. Give up the distraction and the focus. Change that just because I want to see if I could even find her. Nope. I suppose I need to pick one of those. Just for the sake of we're still playing a game. Megaphone. Once per action phase, you may move any victim on the board up to 1 space. And then target me and move. Screw it. Oh, that's got to go in my hand. And this discards. So, we're going to holler at this person to make them move. And they're going to go away. I'm going to heal 2 hearts. Ugh. And then did a search.
Did you do this when you did the search?
Oh. No, so I'll penalize myself.
There you go. You've been penalized.
Oh, we're going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just to finish it up, we're going to go for a walk. Maybe. Yep. And where are we going? 1. We did manage to make it out. Sprint. Move up to 1 space. Take damage. Lose 2 time. And stop. Okay. Well, I have nothing to buy other than these things. So, killer phase. Draw a tarot card. If you are unable to do so, immediately lose the game. Alright. So we're in the southwest. There they were.
There they were.
Still would have taken me a couple tries to find Carolyn.
If you would have just looked in the right place.
It's alright though. There's this neat show called Outer what is that, Outer Rim?
Outer Range?
Outer Range. Gives me some ideas. So we epically failed this franchise. That's alright, because now we can get into some weebly wobbly timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
How so?
Outer Range.
No. Range Series 3 with grown-up Carolyn?
Teenager.
Whatever.
Alright, so that was this. If you found this useful at all in any way, shape, or form, please share it with somebody else that you think will also get some use out of it. And down below are a few ways to support us. And until next time, find Caroline. Nope.